Hello and welcome. My name is Eva. I am making um, automatic writings and to give you messages, and then I pull cards to get the surrounding on your message. This is how your message looks. I do some drawing, very short. This is a a bottle and a cork, and then I start just writing. And this is a message for somebody. Before I pull the zodiac sign, um, let me see whether I took out the last one. I guess I did. Um, I do the message and then I pull the zodiac sign for whom it is actually meant, because I don't want to be influenced by what I think I know about zodiac sign. So this message is a beautiful one. I wonder uh, who it is for. It's somebody who, if I felt very quite calm, very calm and strong, and also the cards confirm that you are very much on the right way, and yeah, it's quite a beautiful feeling that you are somebody who maybe went through quite a lot, and is now, it's a feeling like you arrived on the other side, but but there also still is still is, you know, challenges. um, you have 11, you have 44, and you have 22, and it's like those challenges um, are like in connection with the fairy world. So like not really. For example, when I wanted to record, in the outside, a machine started to make noise. So annoying stuff, you know. But now it's at the moment it's silent. It's silent, you know. Like maybe stuff that bothered you a lot in your past, you overcame the wanting to go into that feeling of stuff never works, you know. But let's just let's let's shuffle for who is this great very nice confirming message. Please, only one. It's like three. Only one, please. For who is it? Whom is it? For whom? Wow. Okay, it's Aries. I saw Aries before. This is a message for Aries. Yeah, it's something calmed down, really calmed down. But you have the shield here, so defensive, protect, support came out in my writing. Safeguard, block, guardian, stand up for being prepared, being prepared, make room, being prepared came up in a chord as well. Yeah, maybe you can, maybe with this armor, you know, it's like it's not really fitting. More like the bottle. So I drew a bottle, that the cork is eventually, there was pressure, I'm sorry, there was pressure. so the cork is flying out. But it may be still quite a fragile time, because when I drew, I very much had to stay. I had to make all in one line, and I was making circles, several circles. Like, is it can I go on now? Like this feeling of it's not you. It's quite humbling, maybe, because there might be still, the also the day-to-day life, and nothing much changed, but there's just this feeling. Okay, so I will read to you my writing. What? The bottle. No. The rings, the way I had to correct the rings, the connection not losing touch, make it one move, one silk move. The capacities are on their bottom, afraid not to make sense, but I feel that my worry will hold me back from just receiving. Period. A success is happening while you are concentrating on just the next line. No. It's also a mastery of balance, not to want to have to be a certain way. Not to have to be a certain way. Only if you, and this is like underlined, only if you have, or if you let go, only if you focus, never stay in the past, only the next step. And then you see, I had to write it like this: TRUAST. Trust, you must. A dilemma. You can't do it. So like this trust you must was like, that's not true. Yeah, that it's not true, but it's like a rule. You must trust, And then a dilemma. You can't do it, but you must. There is an Alan Watts teaching about that. You cannot do it, but you you must. But I only can remember the feeling. I couldn't remember anything what he was saying, but I only could remember the feeling of relief when I heard, I can't do it. Sounds about right. The corks will pop eventually. You'll see. Don't worry. There will be enough pressure. There will be enough pressure from life. The cork will pop. Are you coming to the conclusion that you cannot force growth? If it even is growth, but you can choose to expand. Information will come to you if you are curious about more. So just call it in. It's an easy proof of God. It's an easy proof of God wanting and allowing more of itself. Just say it out loud. New principles. You want new principles, new regularities, new truth about your godhood. So, like after the first expansion, comes the same again. Just on another level. So that you go like, how are the rules here? How are the principles here? And so on. The expansion is endless, and it seems like this is one message for you, like make room wherever you are, for more. It's just always more. It's just you cannot. We will never be able to comprehend, and this is very freeing. It's like you can't do it. Like you cannot comprehend it, and this balance by this balance on of, but I still move on with like the drawing of these bottles. I still make the line. I still move on. There is movement. There is growth. But in the moment where you go like it is like this and this and this, and I mean, ARIES, we love you, but we know you are a bit like that. Like now I know, and it is like this, and did you know you have to do it like this so it's not, and it's growth for ARIES to for an ARIES that it's the emperor, it's the rules. You set the rules to come to the stage where you say, no, there are not really rules, there are maybe principles. There are principles. I can be curious, I can ask for more. Is it even growth, or is it just a never-ending? Is it my growth, or is it a never-ending expansion? This is kind of your message, and it was very beautiful. The confirmation that you are on wherever you are. That you cannot do it. You cannot do it, but you're still on the right. You're on the right path, and this card, it's the pathway. And I thought it was very, very fitting what it is saying. Again, it starts with this what I with this feeling I had with this. Only if you let go, only if you focus, only if you do it like that, wah, 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 So it starts with, it says direction, purpose, and change. You know where you must go. You know what must be done. This is but a moment of hesitation. So you have the feeling of knowing, yes. Maybe also with the circle drawing, it's like, yeah, it is a hesitation. Hesitation is happening. Yeah, let's this is a moment of hesitation, of integration of all that has led you to this place. The road ahead of you is distinct and clear to choose. To those of the hidden worlds, but you pause before continuing, as human eyes cannot always see the path that must be taken for the soul to continue on its journey. Whatever you do at this stage, you must know you are on the path. If you stay still and refuse to move, you are still on the path. This was funny to me. Like, in the beginning, it was like, you know it, you are sure. And then you go, so where to? Where the direction? What's the law? And then it comes like, if you stay still and refuse to move, you are still on the path. So you don't must anything. If you run, turn back, and hide for a time, you are still on the path. It's such a relief, no? You will not make a mistake, dear one. You cannot. Your soul knows what it is doing, and all you must do is choose the direction which will lead to the most self-love for you. It's no fantasy or dream. It's not foolish or selfish, as the human world calls it, to go in the direction that will lead to the fullest expression of your true self. Trust in time. although the path may be obscure to you, you have crossed a bridge in this lifetime and you are facing in the right direction. Keep going, keep going. That's like this. You cannot force the growth, but you can ask for ever more guidance. This feeling of that I'm speaking to an Aries who actually let go of how to do it, how to do it. Who knows? Just it is doing it. And then you have here the hawk. Pay attention. A powerful message is being communicated to you. And then I was asking for the what's the message then, because now there's a message communicated to you. If you're listening to this, the choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom. Again, this message, the choice is clear. You feel that there's a choice happened. You feel inside of you that this cork, it actually flew off, like there was pressure, and this happened. This cork flew off this bottle. That the choice happened, and that this is a feeling inside of you that there is no more mental search for rules, but the choice is like that you feel inside of you that you are in the right place, that you are in the right moment. That's coming all over again, and then you have inside, something changed, and you have now the inside, and then we have here again. Where is it? Where is that booklet? When you feel the magic thing, I want to read to you what came out here, because it's very fitting. If I find it, hang on. So this card, when you feel the magic, it says the aha moment, like the pop from the cork. On the right track, again on the right track, on the right path. What a confirmation. On the right track, hope is real. You are being cared for. Your partnership with spirit is true. Here it says, from a totally different oracle deck, it's not fantasy or dream, it's not foolish or selfish, as the human world calls it. No, go in the direction that will lead to the fullest expression of you, of your true self. Your soul knows what it is doing, and all you must do is choose the direction which will lead to the most self-love for you. Your partnership with spirit is true. You are not alone. You are being used for a higher purpose even, of course. We have the Messiah here. So the Messiah, is, I think it's funny that, that if you go like, what, the Messiah, that's a bit too much, isn't it? And then you read the light attribute of the Messiah is serving humanity with humility. And an Aries who has arrived in the place of humility, being humble, that's quite something. I think that's quite the journey, because it's just not actually obviously your path. not the first thing for an Aries to be humble. And then we have star ancestors, and this is speaking about this, opening up, being more curious, now expand even more for hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and looking deeper. So there is so much more. There is so much more to explore, but also expand. And at the same time, you have the card of the hummingbird, who again goes into this feeling of I am now making this circle. Is it hesitation, or is it being in the moment? This balance as well. So because we said in the beginning, it's never only like roses and unicorns and rainbows. It's also tricky again, and with that there will be obstacles again, but that this feeling of having crossed the bridge of not being alone anymore, but very much in communion with your higher self. And then we have all this mastered. We have 11, 44, and 22, and this Vivianite. I was like, I was reading that only the letters, and I was like, this is very fitting to this expression of the cork jumping from the bottle, like Viviante, like Prosit, and it is talking about the heart, of course. Vivianite serves to remind us of the strength and generosity of the hearts. Its energy help us shift feelings of resentment and fear from the heart and solar plexus chakra. These feelings, if left unaddressed, can weigh down our life force. Through this energy release, we can find the compassion of our own being and face anything. The compassion of our own being and face anything. Viviante is a powerful healing ally that, when medicated or carried, reminds us of our inner strength. Yeah, I felt this inner strength and innate ability to let go of any feelings that are inhibiting the deepest expressions of our life force. Yes, maybe this cork as well could stand for, it was something was quite, with pressure inside you for a long time, bottled in, and now this was a big release. And then we have the Lion's Gate, Ishtar Lion's Gate. Again, your heart has a heightened connection with the higher realms of consciousness and light. A blessing, empowerment, and positive omen shall enter your world. Doors will open for you. Abundance and prosperity are headed your way. Take care of your heart, ask for spiritual assistance, and it shall be granted. But you can choose to expand information will come to you if you are curious about more, so just call it in. Ask for spiritual assistance and it shall be granted. Something negative is going to transform into something very positive. Okay, so yeah, it's a really good feeling. There still will be stuff in the outside that could lead to, if you focus too much on that for a while, maybe there it can seem like, is there actually, did something release itself really? Is there more connection? But it will be only for short times, and overall this feeling inside of you of having crossed the bridge, made a choice, will grow. This will grow now. Okay, Aries, so congratulations and good luck. You don't need luck. You have your higher self very close to you. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.